Welcome to everyone. I am Dr. V. Saranya, Assistant Professor, Department of History, Sita Lakshmi Ramaswamy College, Tiruchirappalli. I would like to present on the topic Early Vedic Period. Introduction. The Harappan civilization was followed by the Vedic or Rigvedic culture. The Vedic culture was founded by the Aryans. They were immigrants and arrived in India between 2000 and 4500 BCE. Different scholars have identified different regions as the original home of the Aryans. Generally, it is believed that they came from Central Asia, and this theory also widely accepted by the historians. From there, Aryans moved to different parts of Asia and Europe. They entered India in about 1500 BCE and came to known as Indo-Aryans. India is almost archaeological blank, which at present can only be filled by literary sources. Rigveda gives information about the Aryan in India. It is earliest text of the Indo-European languages. For example, during the Rigvedic period, the Aryan were mostly confined to the Indus region. The Rigveda refers to Sapta Sindhu or the land of the seven rivers. Includes the five rivers of Punjab, namely Zeelam, Senap, Ravi, Pias, and Satluj, along with the Indus and Saraswati. The political, social, and cultural life of the Rigvedic people can be traced from the song of the Rigveda. Vedic literature. The word Veda is derived from the word with, which means knowledge or wisdom. Vedas are the greatest gift by the Aryans to the Indian culture and civilizations. Besides religion, these Vedas threw light on the social and the economic life of the Vedic and later Vedic period. All the ancient wisdom of the Aryans contained in the holy literature is collectively termed Vedic literature. The term Vedic literature included four Vedas, Brahmanas, Aryangas, Upanishad. Political life. Rigveda reveals that the Aryans possessed a large territory. The War of Ten Kings described the Rigveda refers to many tribes and kingdoms of Rigvedic India. The most important of them were the Paradas. They were settled in the territory between the Saraswati and Yamuna. Kingship. It was hereditary and monarchy was a system of government. But there are instances when the king owned his position of the choice of the people. The protection of the people was the primary duty of the king. Other duty of the king were to establish peace in his region, to lead army battles, in distance justice, and appoint priests to perform sacrifice and other sacred rites. The main income was derived from the booties collected in the war. Ministers. The king appointed various ministers for running the administration efficiently. The foremost among them was the Brogita. He was the guide, philosopher, and friend of the king. Vasistha and Vishwamitra were two famous Brogita of the Rigvedic times. The supreme commander of the armed forces was called Senani. In peace times, the Senani discharged civil duties. The king appointed detectives and tutors also. Detective gave him all the information about the people and the kingdom, while tutors acted the ambassadors between the different states. Assemblies. Rigvedic polity was the institution of two political units known as the Samiti and the Sabha. It is difficult to enumerate and distinguish the function of the two organizations. Sabha. The Sabha is mentioned in many passages of Rigveda as body of the elders. It was attended by a person of noble truth. The Sabha acted the national judiciary. Samiti. The Samiti was an ordinary assembly of the tribe and its members were called Visha. They attended the Samiti. The most important work of the Samiti was to Elect the king. Local government. It played a more important part in the Rigvedic days. The lowest unit of administration was the family, and its chief was known as Grahapati or Kulapati. A group of family constituted a village, which in the Rigvedic days was called Krama. The village officer was called Gramini. The village head Gramini led the villager on the time of war and attend the meeting of the Sabha and the Samiti. Several villages together wish or clan. Its chief was called Vishyapati. He was also military leader and used to lead his clan in times of war under the guidance and instruction of the Rajan of the tribe. The tribe was known as Jana and the head of the Jana was the Rajan. Social life. Family. The family called Graha or Kula was the pivot of the Rigvedic society. Joint family system was prevalent. Father was the head of the family and known as Grahapati or Kulapati. All the family members obeyed to his order. Position of women. Women occupied a place of honor in the society. They were given education. Several women like Kosa, Abala, and Vishwara are known to have acquired high-level education. Caste system. Caste system was not prevalent at that time. There was distinction between the Aryans and non-Aryans. The non-Aryans were called Dasas, Dasyus, or Asuras. Education. Education was a private affair in Rigvedic times. Education was imparted in Gurukulas located mainly in the forest. The students stayed in the Gurukul till the completion of the education. The entire instruction was orally given to the students. Vedic literature was the main subject of the study. Besides these, they studied subjects like grammar, mathematics, astronomy, ethics, medicine, military, science and astrology. Press. Rigvedic people had two or three kinds of garments consisting of the undergarment that is called Nive, upper garment that is called Uttaraya, and the lower garment that is called Andaraya. They carried cotton, woolen, and silk cloth. Cloth of men and women did not differ much. Diet. They also both vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. Rice and barley were staple food. They also consumed fruit, vegetables, ghee, meat, goat, sheep, and horses. They also consumed two alcoholic drinks, soma and sura. Houses. The Aryan were not nomads. They led settled life and made houses of wood and that for their houses. They had high standard of ethics. They led simple and pure life, economic life, agriculture. The Rigvedic economy was essentially agriculture economy. Aryans introduced use cultivated drawn by the oxen and bulls. The main sources of irrigation was rain. Land was also irrigated by wells and small canals. Two crops were raised a year. Trade and commerce. They were trade and maritime activities. Sometimes trades made journey to distant land for larger profit in trade. They were probably commercial with Babylon and other countries in Western Asia. The principal medium of trade was border system. How was used as a unit of value. Gradually, pieces of gold called nistika were used as means of exchange. Trade and commerce was regulated, managed by a group of people called Pani. Religious. The Rigvedic religious was very simple and the people worshipped various forces and the phenomena of nature. Thus, the worshipped sky, Surya, Indra, Varuna, Prithvi, etc. The people conceived these gods in human forms and granted them with the human qualities. The various gods worshipped by the people during the Rigvedic period can be classified into three categories. Gods of the sky, Usha, Aswins, it means morning and evening stars, and Surya, Mitra, Savitri, Vishnu, they means all forms of the sun. Gods of atmosphere, such as Indra, it means thunder. Rudra, it called storm. And Vayu means wind, gods of the earth, such as Prithvi, it means earth, Agni, it called fire, and Soamam, the plant of the name. Conclusion. Early Vedic period laid the foundation for the culture, religious and social developments that shaped the ancient Indian civilization. It sets the stage for the evolution of the Vedic literature, philosophy, and the establishment of the caste system in the later Vedic period. The knowledge gained from the Rigveda provides valuable insights into early belief and practice of the people in the Indian subcontinent. Thank you.